So in this Subnautica 2 video, I'm going to be showing you how to unlock the Tadpole. This is going to be an ultimate guide. Everything you need to know to unlock the Tadpole. I'm going to be showing you all the resources that's required, of course, all the blueprints that's required, how to find a room, how to find a Moonpool so you could spawn the Tadpole in your base. Yeah, we're covering everything about the Tadpole in this video. It's an ultimate complete guide. You'll learn everything that you need to get the Tadpole in this one video. So hopefully this does help you all out and you find this enjoyable. Consider leaving a like if you do. I'm also going to be showing you how to get all the Tadpole blueprints without an oxygen tank, or just basically straight from the start, just to prove to you you don't need to waste any resources. But of course, if you do have the oxygen tank and the Wake Master and stuff like that, it's going to make it easier. But either way, it's still possible without any of that, and I'll be showing you all how to do it in this video. So just starting off here with just the scanner. So yeah, let's get into this. Straight from the life pod here, we're going to go 145 meters or so away from it in this direction. I do recommend to try to do this during the day because we're going to be going super deep to get these fragments. You will be needing the scanner, but that's it, guys. You're not going to need anything else. Once again, you may die though, so keep that in mind. Once again, don't have anything super important that you might be worried about losing. So straight south here, we're around where we need to be. As you can see, the life pod's about 107 meters away. This is when we're going to start diving down. We're going to follow this wreckage straight down here. Straight down. I am running out of oxygen pretty quickly, but the main objective is just to get down here and scan it. So there's the first Tadpole fragment. We're going to need 3 of these. And as you can see, when you do first scan the first Tadpole fragment, you're going to unlock other things that's required to make the Tadpole. So keep that in mind. Okay, so yeah, now we got the first Tadpole fragment. Now we're going to be heading this way. So we just came from over there. We went down over there. Now we're going to be going over here. Not too far from that area. Luckily, the Tadpole fragments aren't too far from each other. And once you know where to go, it really isn't too bad. I started playing this game in 4-player co-op. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun figuring out where things were. But now I'm on single player, showing you all where to go. So as you can see, here's a wreckage right here. Don't worry, I'll get the exact distance measurements from the life pod here in a moment of where we go down at. Especially if you're trying to do this like I'm doing it. Not much editing going on right here. I'm just trying not to edit too much so you can, swim this way as well. So as you see, once again, another thing that's hanging off the cliff here. This is where we're going to dive down at. So how far am I from the life pod? I am 200 meters from the life pod. This is where we're going to dive down at. Now I'm going to dive down. And yeah, we're going pretty deep here. Not pretty, we're going really deep here. But the good thing is there's a place where we can get oxygen at down here. So we're just going to swim right down this way. And as you can see right here, we can go in this. And there's a couple things that we can scan in here that are important. But to keep things simple about the Tadpole fragments, here's the next one right here. Go ahead and scan that. And bam, we already got 2 out of the 3 done. That also unlocked us the Moonpool for our base building, which I haven't even unlocked the habitat builder yet. But yeah, I'll get to building that and all that. Also, make sure you scan other things in here too that are useful, like this power storage. Okay, so this next one is going to be the toughest out of them all, especially if you're trying to do it how I'm doing it, with no like oxygen tank or anything. You're just, winging it here. We're going to go straight out this way. Now, it is dark right now in the game, so hopefully you can still see where I'm going. We're going to go straight past this wreckage over here. There's this giant clam this way. Some of you may be familiar with. You can see it right there. It's kind of lit up. Very eerie. Oh, there's oxygen I can use right there. Nice. Well, that's handy. we can just take some of that. Alright, now this next part we're going to dive this way when we're over here. Kinda hard to see. I can see it glowing though right there. Here it is. The last and final one. It's right underneath this clam. Which, by the way, your oxygen does deplete faster because we are deeper. Dang it! But yeah, that is all of the tadpole fragments. Alright, so I actually went back here in creative mode just so I could show you it in daylight too. Because I know that was really dark. So as you can see, there's the giant clam. There's that air bubble you're going to need if you don't have like the Wake Master or anything. I'm just trying to be as comprehensive as I can be. And yeah, the tadpole fragment's right down here, right below this giant clam. Okay, anyways, now before I carry on to the room that we need to build the tadpole, this next one I'm going to be showing you an extra tadpole piece that you can scan if we go northwest here. I'm just throwing this out there for you guys if you're having too much difficulty trying to get the one next to the giant clam, because you do have to go a bit deeper for that one. This one that I'm about to be showing y'all, you don't have to go as deep. It is easier to obtain. Let's go ahead and fast forward all this. Yeah. Right over here you can find an extra tadpole piece that you would be able to scan. So keep that in mind. Yeah, so that was located like northwest. Now I'm going to be showing you all the room as well as the processor. These are both required to make the tadpole. We're going to be heading north from the life pod here. Just take the route that I take. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this so you can just follow along. We're going to the old habitat. As you can see, here's where it's located at. You can come in here too to regain your oxygen, but this door will be locked. We're going to be heading inside this area to get the room, as well as once again the processor, and there's a bunch of other goodies too in here that you can scan for your base building and stuff. Yeah, when we come out, we're just going to head inside the structure this way. Go ahead and click that thing, and then we're going to head this way, go up the ladder here, and yeah, up here is where we can find the room. It'll be located right here in the corner. Easy to pass, super easy to pass. But this is extremely beneficial, and you can make the room as big as you want as long as you have enough titanium. You can keep expanding the room. Now for the processor. So yeah, I'll go ahead and show you where a processor is at the old habitat base here. So head over to this ladder, go up here, and you can find a processor right here. Just go ahead and scan that to unlock the processor. There's also some other goodies you could scan in here too. But yeah, most importantly, that processor you want to get. Okay, so now what you want to do is make a room. You'll connect it to, whatever. And once you make the room, you can expand the room. As you can see here, it is going to require titanium, but the room can be expanded just by continuing to add titanium to make the room even bigger. As you see, here's an example. And then what you'll need to do is add a Moonpool. So you'll have this unlocked. We got this. From finding the second tadpole fragment, it automatically unlocks. You can also make it big. You can add more Moonpools to make it huge if you want. Also, you'll need to add, most importantly, the vehicle fabricator, which you'll find that scrolling down with vehicles, which you unlock this from finding the first tadpole fragment. So yeah, you'll have the vehicle fabricator. You'll also have the tadpole dock too. So boom. Now we got the tadpole dock and the vehicle fabricator. Next, what you'll need to do, right now I'm in creative mode, but next what you'll need to do is make a processor too. And processors are used to craft certain materials that we'll need. That comes specifically from this processor. I'll be showing you how to get every other material that's required to make the tadpole in this one video, so don't worry. You'll see here in a moment. When you go to make a vehicle, you're going to need some specific things. As you can see here, there's a couple different tadpoles you can choose from. The cheapest one is going to require titanium ingots, glass, a system chip, and a power cell. Now, I'll go ahead and show you all real quick where to get all of this so you can craft it yourself. Now, to create a power cell, you're going to need 2 basic batteries, strong acid, and salt. So first off, to make the basic battery, you're going to need 2 copper and 1 acidic Raion pouch. You can find all this material right underneath your light pod. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that first. Literally right underneath the light pod, you can find everything required for the basic battery down here. So break these for the Raion pouches, and the copper can be found on the walls, as you can see.
Copper is key to simple electronics.
So what? La. Okay, next up here is quartz and silver, which that's going to be required for some other stuff that we'll need to make this tadpole. So to find quartz, you'll find them in these coral domes here. So straight north from the light pod. Just head inside these. You can find an opening. Oh, there's one we can go in. Quartz will be in here. Okay, now for silver from the light pod, we're going to be heading north this way. This is a more harder ingredient to discover. So just head this way. Not too far though from the light pod, luckily. And right over here, you can find it right around here, as you can see. Just dive deep right there. Not too far from the light pod. Loads of silver down in here. And titanium. I'll go ahead and go above water so you can see how exactly far I am from the light pod. 210 meters away from the light pod. And yeah, just dive down right in between this. Okay, now to find the cyst, the flowers, we're going to want to go northwest from the light pod. And we'll find this right here, this current, and it'll take us this way, then you'll head this way. And right here we can find cyst. There'll also be other areas where they'll be located at too. Here, you just want to smack them, and you'll be able to pick them up. Once again, rare resource to find. And this is required to make the tadpole. Just look around this area for more of them as well. But there's a batch of them right there. Okay, now from the light pod we're going to need to get salt. So let's head southeast this time. We're going to be heading past the Welcome Center here. Right over here, past this air bubble. They'll be located all around this general vicinity. Let's just head this way. And as you can see, here's some salt laying on the ground. Let's get my inventories full. I am in creative mode, just showing you all where things are at the moment. Just so you guys can get the materials that are required if you are playing in survival. And as a bonus, sulfur is located over here too. There will be plenty of other salt around in this area. As you can see, you can find some more over this way. Yeah, just look around this general area and you'll be able to find more salt around. So there we have it. That is all the materials that are required to make the tadpole. Now let's head back to base. Now you should be able to make your first tadpole with all the ingredients I just showed you how to get. So to make the system chip and the power cell, what you want to do is head over here to the Fabricator, go to resources, and as you can see, you'll need to make some basic batteries to make the power cell. You need 2 basic batteries, 1 salt and 1 strong acid, which by the way, you get the strong acid from here, the processor, and that's going to require the 2 cysts that I showed you how to get. So yeah, you just make that strong acid with the 2 cysts. You'll need to make 2 basic batteries. You'll be able to make this power cell. Now for the system chip, which is also a requirement, you're going to need to make a wiring kit. And to make a wiring kit, it's just going to require 1 silver and 1 copper wire, which you make copper wire with copper, which I showed you how to get that as well. So yeah, you'll know how to make everything with everything I just showed you. So yeah. Keep in mind also to make the ingots that are required, that's also going to be part of the processor. So congratulations, now you have a tadpole. Hopefully this comprehensive guide helped you out. This took a while to compile all this info in one video. I figured instead of skipping around to different videos, you could find everything you're needing from this one. Consider leaving a like if you did find this enjoyable and it was able to help you out. I'm out of here though, everyone. As always, most importantly, appreciate y'all taking the time, watching and listening. Until next time, guys. Peace.